committee of inquiry. And the whole story with the blocking this committee, it shows what kind of problem we have in the European Union with the European elites, because they, as you know, every day they are talking about the transparency, that this is maybe the most important thing. And at first we can see that when it comes to the biggest contract in the European Commission history, the so-called Pfizer gate, they are still hiding the most important messages which they negotiating this contract. Then we have a program live with 5.4 billion euros for the leftist green organization, and again, then they advocate against transparency. And also, they are talking about the equal election and supporting NGOs because it's important for democracy. And I would like to show you something. In Polish presidential campaign, look on this tree. This tree. And on this tree, they were a company which they financing the civil platform candidate Rafał Trzaskowski on the more than 500,000 zlotys in the Facebook page, and it was more money than Trzaskowski put in his campaign on Facebook. From this tree, we find this tree where the company was registered. This is maybe the reason why they are hiding details about the funding this leftist NGOs. So that's why we are still maintain our motion, and it's connected with the next point of item on the agenda, rule of law report to be adopted in this session. And in this report, we can find that NGOs like this NGOs should be more supported. And if we go, in addition, in the writing in Article 56, the report is talking about tightening the rules in Europe on hate speech, which, as we know, involves prosecution for criticism of migration. This is our experience. Then they write about the needs to respect of verdicts of the court, and in Poland, I need to remind that the Tusk chooses for himself which judgment he wants and which he does not like, he does not execute. In the case of criminal chamber of Supreme Court, if they won cases, they accepted the cases, and when they lose, they say it is not a court. So, and of course, you cannot find anything about this scandalous behavior in this report. Then, in Article 39, we can find the point, I quote you, independence of the media. I need to remind you that in Poland, the public media have been taken over force with police, and as well, there is nothing about this behavior in this report. In Article 5, they are talking about independence of prosecutor office, that this is very important for the European Union. And here it was the same as above. They took over prosecutor office by force, and they continue to illegally occupy its building despite the Supreme Court ruling. And of course, we cannot find anything about this in the report. So they are creating alternative reality. They are talking every day in the text resolution, in the media, that they want transparency, they want division of power, but in fact they are do it opposite, with the smiling face. So they are lying from the morning to the night. And the maybe last point I would like to raise is the 13th anniversary of Schengen Agreement. You know that, unfortunately, Germany has now reintroduced border controls in many places. They're making pushbacks, they bring to neighboring country migrants. There was the famous case in Poland, how the German police took migrants across the borders and they left them in the parking of hypermarket. So at the 13th anniversary of the Schengen, instead of moving forward, we are go backwards. Thank you.